It's not what you did, son, that angers me, sir. It's who you did it to.
Who? The nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the John Wick Minute, the show where we analyze, scrutinize, and celebrate John Wick 1 minute at a time.
I'm Samuel.
I am Seth.
And I'm Steven.
And I just about started playing Jeopardy music, waiting for that. This minute starts with...
Out of practice.
This minute starts with John breaking a dude's neck, and it ends with the front door starting to be opened, but we don't quite get it open all the way.
Kind of broke the guy's neck in the last
It
minute.
lands
This
literally
minute,
like bam
Yeah.
on the second, so
it
it's
needs-
yeah.
fine, whatever.
It was like the execution. It happened like 0.5 through the second.
In the transition, it's a
Yeah.
transitional execution.
It is.
Transitional
So
execution.
this minute, 37 seconds of this minute is his fight
Is
with
one
one dude. He lasts longer than
Resilient.
everyone else.
Yeah, resilient little
Fine.
guy.
Yep. He
Like,
does very
And
the
the
good.
question-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the first four guys he kills in 4 seconds.
Right.
This guy, 37.
That's gotta be, like the bull rides where you have to last 8 seconds. This guy definitely, he gets a trophy. The question is that I have is, which is the more brutal death, the neck break, or the progressive slashy stabby?
I'd say this. Because the guy that gets the slashy stabby E has longer to process what's happening to him. And he's
True.
fighting harder to prevent it. And he can't.
That's true.
As
It's
opposed
that
to having your
terror.
neck broken very quickly.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's that terror of like, you know
Yeah.
you're losing, you know
And-
you're gonna die.
And the way it happens, like the beating it into his chest, like
Ugh.
it comes out
that's-
after the first hit. So it's like a light jab. He's
I
like,
know.
oh no, oh no. And then it goes in a little deeper and he's still alive, and then even deeper. So
But that's why I said slashy stabby, because it goes in, but like slides, and then like goes in, slides, and then
yeah, this is definitely
And
worse.
and it's also not the last time he does this exact
Oh, it's a
move
really
in these
smart
movies.
move. Like, it makes a
is.
lot of sense because when you're equally, like, you got equal strength. I've been watching a ton of, like, pro arm wrestling because I find the sport super entertaining. But when you're
pro
arm
arm
wrestling,
wrestling.
dude, it's an amazing sport. Like, there's a lot to it. Anyway, total, there's a
alrighty.
connection here. But
You
The-
need a hobby.
when you have guys that are kind of equal in strength, you have, like, you'll see a lot of times they'll try and jerk to try and catch him off balance or just get that little bit of pressure that makes the other guy give. So the hammering causes it to, go down into him. And that first little part where it stabs him makes him weaken a little bit. So then John can continue. It's really smart. Makes sense.
I mean, I think we understand the physics of this. Beating a knife into someone.
Ugh.
That's
And
unpleasant.
this is the guy he shot, and we're supposing there was body armor.
They're all
Right.
wearing body armor, dude. You can see their vests. They're wearing body
couldn't-
armor.
Wasn't sure. Okay,
What
so
are they wearing? 2A?
Handgun,
This stuff
body
isn't
armor.
even stopping a not that,
Yeah, it
which
is.
would be 3A. It's
Yeah,
3A,
it's-
but it's barely
right.
stopping it. They're getting wasted anyway.
Dude, even with 3A, if you're wearing it, it hurts. Knock the wind out of you. It
I
saves
understand
your life.
it hurts, and I
Right.
understand it hurts and it breaks your ribs and stuff. But like,
Right.
these guys are dying from it.
No, none of them die from a chest shot. Not a single one.
Is it all head? Okay.
It's all
Don't the bullets
he
go
shoots him in the
through
chest
them, though?
to stop. Okay, but you realize body armor only covers center. So if he hits him in the upper shoulder,
Oh, okay.
that can be a clean through.
Yeah.
So there are some
Yeah.
guys he shoots in the foot, some guys he shoots square in the chest, but you see him fall down, they get back up, which is indicating they have body armor because they're not
Gotcha.
bleeding.
So this guy has already maybe some broken ribs or something going on,
Possibly.
and then he's grappling with a knife with.
So
John Wick.
yeah,
Yeah.
if people want to understand, well, unless Seth already broke this down, there's two main types of body armor: steel and ceramic. Steel is heavier, ceramic is lighter.
3 Kevlar.
Yeah.
They're probably wearing Kevlar.
Yeah, but
Soft
yeah,
body armor is
that's-
Kevlar, not steel or ceramic.
yes, that's true. But by and large, the majority of military issued type stuff.
Yeah, the ones
where
with
they're shooting
plates.
Steel,
Yeah.
right, with plate armor is steel or ceramic. Ceramic ones are a technological marvel. They're done in hexagonal patterns. So only particular sections shatter. But regardless, steel or that, assuming this isn't if these are plated vests, they still make a massive impact dent. So if this is the thing and it gets hit, it'll do this. And that dent is what goes into you.
See, I'm assuming
bullet
they're not
doesn't
wearing
penetrate.
plate armor though. Just by what we see them wearing, it looks more like what a cop would
Soft
wear.
armor.
Yeah, it looks like soft body armor. So I'm assuming it's so when they're getting hit, they're feeling it even more. Essentially.
Right. So Kevlar basically relies on a strung cross-threaded materials and to basically stop penetration, but they're far less. They don't
Impact
take-
absorbent.
Right. They're not impact absorbent.
Yeah.
And so you still take the force of the hit.
Like
which
getting
is
kicked
very
by a
cool.
horse, like a guy
Yeah,
does
well-
in the third movie.
So 9mm. So these 9mm rounds, assuming that they're just standard, they're gonna be moving anywhere from 950 to 1,000 feet per second, give or take. And that's very
Fast.
fast.
Yep. You get shot with an airsoft BB at 200 feet per second. You're like, ow! This is a lot worse.
And it's metal. And I doubt John has practice rounds.
Nope.
Like field
Probably not.
target rounds.
Probably not.
Pretty sure these are like explosive hollow point like or something, you know.
So this
Which,
seems like
I can't say that yet, Seth. After tomorrow night,
oh.
we can talk about
Bummer.
explosive
Yeah.
things.
Yep.
So speaking of velocity of training rounds and things like that, I was recently rewatching a terrible franchise that I love, The Fast and Furious.
I was gonna say, I know what it is. I know what it
Yeah,
is.
of course. Remember the part when Jason Statham and The Rock are breaking out of a prison or whatever, and someone
Oh my
shoots
gosh,
The Rock
dude.
in the
Rubber
face
bullets.
with a rubber bullet,
Yeah. Yep.
and he just flinches and
it's
keeps
so
going.
dumb.
So
those movies have
I
so
had
many
a-
problems with that kind of thing.
Yeah, realism is not something we look for. I had a buddy in the Coast Guard though, who got to snipe pirates with a rubber gun from a helicopter. And this was like his ace card of, hey, the Coast Guard's cool too, you know. And like, but he got to shoot these guys with rubber bullets from his, which they obviously survive. So
But owie.
This is crazy, but it also works as a perfect time to plug another podcast. You told that story on another minute by minute podcast with me as one of the hosts. You
Did
told
I?
that story on the King Kong Minute.
why would I
'Cause
do that?
Because
We were
ships
talking
and
about
things?
why the sailors had guns, and you brought up pirates.
makes
Oh
sense.
yeah. That's
Yep.
exactly why.
Yeah, so
Yep.
King Kong Minute is my other podcast. I'll plug that here. Just me and my co-host Harry talk about Peter Jackson's Kong
It's a true story.
Pirates.
I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, it was a fun story.
Cool.
Captain
Well,
Jack Sparrow.
after those movies are underrated. After
They
he
are.
kills this guy, he gets about 5 seconds. He goes, "Ding dong."
Yeah,
Who
Someone at the
could
door.
that be? It's
Flashing
my name.
lights?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I
We do
got
see
it. I was
flashing
ignoring it.
Bing bong.
No, not Bing Bong. That's Inside
I
Out.
know.
Inside Out. Yeah.
I know.
Ding
I know.
dong. That's my name. is Evil Roy Slade.
Evil Roy Slade minute.
Minute. That'd be so good. That would be so
Nobody's
good.
even seen that movie.
I know. We'd probably.
I just got my wife to watch The Court Jester with Danny Kaye. I don't think I'm going to get her to watch Evil Roy Slade.
Court Jester's way funnier. Court Jester's
I don't know.
better.
They're both very, very good. They're different though.
No.
Danny
I
Kaye is
just-
special, but
I just rewatched Evil Roy Slade.
I love that movie
February.
so much.
And it's funny, but it is not Court Jester.
Yeah. Court Jester's amazing.
We see flashing lights outside the door, though.
Yep.
It's like so
Through
we
the
know
frosted windows.
through the frost. We know it's a cop.
Yep.
And that's how it.
And he approaches the door with the gun behind his back because he is unsure. Even though he sees the cop lights, he is unsure of what may be on the other side or who.
That's fair.
So that's where we end.
That's all we got.
That's all I got.
Let's move it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, we shall see you all tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of the John Wick Minute.
So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers.